Hi, and welcome to the Cosmic Prayer this week, this Monday. Here I am, I'm Laura Topper, and I am broadcasting this week with the Cosmic Prayer, as usual, through New Thought Media Network, this incredible focus ministry, online, virtual, bringing you so many broadcasts and shows and teachings and opportunities to get closer to knowing the truth of who we are. That's what this programming does, and that is what the Cosmic Prayer is here for, so that we can tune in and tap into that knowing of the truth of who we are. And sometimes we need a reminder, don't we? I know I do. That's why we're here every week with an inspirational guest, teacher, leader, way shower, visionary, somebody that is here to inspire us to know this truth and to open us up, open our hearts. And this week is absolutely no exception to this. This amazing guest, this beautiful light being that is here waiting to come on. I'm so excited. She is a leader, a teacher, a way shower, a spiritual educator, a meditation expert, and she's here to teach me and us and to bring the awareness of prayer and meditation to us, to our hearts and souls, so that we can learn how these techniques, this beautiful technique that Cynthia Henderson shares with the world as she shows up, teaching her unique meditation technique that she has learned and really woven together in such a dynamic and special way. And the way that she teaches is so profound and simple. And she's going to come on right now to explain that to us. And she's traveled to India and learned with gurus and masters and really embodied and embraced this spiritual way for herself. And I just feel so grateful that she's now here on the Cosmic Prayer, ready to share and to teach us, to teach me, and to show us her unique style of meditation and prayer. So welcome, Cynthia Henderson. Welcome to the Cosmic Prayer this week.
Thank you. It is an honor to be here, Laura. Thank you so much.
I'm really excited that you're here. I know that I've seen the work that you do, and I've watched you and witnessed you online and your beautiful way of teaching. And I'd really love you to share with us right now what it is about meditation. We'll get into prayer a little bit in the conversation, but what it is for you about meditation that is so profound and so important that you want everyone to know this for themselves.
What is it about meditation that is so profound that I'd like them to know and really take in? That is an inside job. It's an inside job. We think meditation is so hard to do that you have to allow lots and lots of times and sit down and do and just devote all of the time and free your mind and keep it free and just have an hour to just meditate and be and commune with your creator, when that could be a form of meditation and a process. But it is also a very simple, quick, easy way of connecting with your creator, with the divine, and with the energy and the vibrations. And you can do it for 5 minutes, you can do it for 10 minutes, however long you have. You can do it silently, you can do it with guided meditations with music like I do, or you can do it while you're walking or running or exercising or washing clothes or cooking dinner or gardening or walking on the beach, whenever you want to. It's really just a connection where you just open up and you just allow the energy and the vibration to come through you, be there, stored in you, so it can move out through as you. That's what I'd like people to know. And that was divine, because I had not said that before like that, and I hope we're taping it.
I hope we're taping it too. We are.
I don't know if I can repeat that one. That one came through. Okay.
I love it. And what I got from that is that there is a simplicity. We overcomplicate. We have a tendency to overcomplicate even something that can be simple. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. Why do we overcomplicate it?
We overcomplicate everything. We gotta find not only this is the only way to do it, but this is a more complicated way to do it, instead of just getting simple and going within and remembering it's an inside job. It is just going inside and connecting and opening up. It is just that simple. And but it's hard, I got to say, because at the beginning, I had difficulty with freeing my mind. I could not sit there for more than 10 seconds and, here's my to-do list. And here comes that. And here comes that. And I had a challenge at the beginning, just being still. And my mentor, who is 101 years old, still living very clear, very thoughtful, and still driving in Tuskegee, Alabama, lookout world. But she taught me how to go and just be still. And I used to go out on my front porch. I was alumni director at Tuskegee University at the time. And I just had so much going on, and plus 2 small children. And she said, okay, just carve out a time for yourself, like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I said, 6 o'clock? She says, yes. She said, 6 o'clock, you maybe have to get up at 5:30, but this is your time for you. And it's just sit up and just go watch the sunrise, and go focus on a tree leaf, or go focus on a flower, but just watch the sunrise. And I did that every day. The first 2 days, I was look, okay, this is not working. She said, keep going, go back again. And whether it was a tree leaf or the sunrise or a flower, whatever it was, just give my energy to that. And if I started thinking of something else, just go right back to the flower or the sunrise. And then she incorporated breathing. She says, now just sit there and breathe for a few minutes. And I looked up and I was able to do it for 20 minutes. And I was in shock, but it took a while. I mean, it wasn't just, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna clear my mind, and I'm just gonna go and just be available and totally open and receptive. This takes a moment. It's like, okay, you got to practice it. And you just, the more you do it, the better you get, the more you open up, and the more you manifest. And if you want to see the law of attraction in action, go meditate. There it will come. I know that to be the truth. I'm living it. So
yeah, and
I think.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. First of all, I want to acknowledge a couple of people that are here. Facebook user, I don't know your name because it hasn't come up on stream. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing this meditation practice with us. Yes, we love this when there's interaction here on the Cosmic Prayer. And we have another beautiful message coming up saying, yes, we love the way that you explain this. So the way you everything about you are able to break things down for us to hear it in such a simplified way. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for that. And Dr. Charlette Manning is here as well. Good morning, Dr. Charlette. Welcome to the Cosmic Prayer. I know I'm lagging a little bit here because I'm in the UK, but I am here. I am here.
My dear friend, and she has been so instrumental in helping me to just move forward with Meditate with Cynthia, because I was not doing it. She says, you got a gift. And I did it at I did a meditation at Aiming High, what's called I Am Woman. It's a woman's retreat once a year. Oh gosh, that is so powerful. Ooh, spiritual, powerful leadership women. And I was asked to do a meditation by Sylvia High, a long-term friend of mine. And I did, and she was moved, and I was moved because I've been going to India. In fact, I had just come back from Bali, as a matter of fact. I had just come back from Bali when I went there. And I had been in a retreat mode and just really communing with nature. And I came right in to do with the workshop, but to do the meditation. And Charlette heard me and she says, you got to take this to the world. I said, no, I'm not doing that. She said, no, you got to take this to the world. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So she was speaking at Unity, Washington, D.C. the next Sunday. And she says, you're coming to do the meditation while I do the message. You come to do the meditation. I like, no. She said, yes, you are. I like, okay. And she's my dear friend. I said, okay, I'll do it. I tried to back out of it 4 times that week. I came up with a reason why it could not be done, what was going, what they couldn't do, what I couldn't do, how I was going to take too long. She said, I wanted to do it just like you did it in Atlanta. I like, no. And I did it, and it was profound. I felt it. I got it. And ever since then, I've been meditating. We came back and formed a team and meditate on Facebook and Instagram, Mondays at 12 noon and Thursdays for happy half hour meditation at 6:30. So let me tell you about the happy half hour meditation, which is so.
Oh yeah, I want to know about your meditations, because you show up regularly on Facebook meditating.
Yeah, well, so on Mondays it's a straight meditation. Okay, you only have a few minutes, and it will just it's like a pick me up, or somebody says something just pissed me off, and I just need to go inside. I just need to gather myself. I need to shift energy before I'm going home. I need to shift energy. If I'm leaving work or whatever environment you're going into your home, and you need to be about a different way. And so you need to change the energy and the vibration, and meditation to get you there right quick. So whatever it is you're doing, I said, well, why not let's have a happy hour meditation? And we come and meditate at the end of the day, and then we sip your favorite beverage. And that's what I did. And I absolutely love it. So I'm called to like, okay, don't you think you're taking that a little far? I'm like, nope, I like it. I like it just like it is. And you bring your beverage. If you want water, bring water. You want tea, you bring tea. I'm drinking wine. Jesus, so am I.
Oh wow, love it. You're bringing it. You're making it accessible. That's what you're doing.
Yes, and
meditate
fun.
with wine.
Yes, and fun.
And fun.
It has to be fun. It's not a downer. It is, you rejuvenate yourself. It is better than any pill out there, and it's free.
Yeah, and this is, I'm really pleased that you've said that, because I looked at a statistic the other day online about depression, and the statistical rate of depression globally. It's very high, and people are being administered medication. You know, there are lots of people on medication, as we know, for stress, anxiety, and depression, and mood disorder. Do you believe that meditation can really be that kind of the antidote, if you like, or the way forward, a really positive way forward, if this was really in our health system and being administered?
Yes. In the health systems, in the homes, in the consciousness of people, to realize you don't necessarily have to have a pill. You don't have to have some other way of just releasing the anxiety, the stress, the frustration. You can go within to recharge. I've got something that I call is recharge yourself, like you recharge your cell phone. And it's just being clear that we need to recharge ourselves all the time. We recharge these phones, but we don't recharge ourselves. And then we're supposed to operate at our maximum self with full potential, thinking, relating, connecting. It doesn't happen like that. It's the recharging, the recharging. When just thinking of it, plug it in and recharging, that just takes you to a whole new level. You get God within, the divine within, your creator within, whatever name you want to call it. I don't care what name you call it. Whatever made you, the birds, the trees, the flowers, the sun and the moon, that recharge can happen every single time you decide you want to connect. And connecting is meditation. It's just opening up and just being present and just available. And if you have a request, you can make a request, but don't like, oh, please, please, please. Don't work like that. Just open it up and be clear. It's the law of attraction in action here. It is like, okay, so what thoughts are you holding? Do you really, really, really want it? Are you just BSing? if you really want it, then what thoughts are you holding related to it? Are you saying, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I don't know. That may not work. Know about that. There's so much doubt. You are canceling it out. So how to just open up and be present in it, really bring it to you. And I actually see it coming. Something's coming to me now. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it and it's powerful. And I am open and receptive, like bring it on. Yes. And if y'all want to go, come on. So,
I'm coming with you, Cynthia.
We can all go together. I think that's what it's all about. I think all of us have something to give and to share our talents, skills, and abilities. We all got something. If we all just really tuned into that and let our light shine and just open up and start whatever it is you're doing, allow your light to shine and just let it come out. It's contagious. You can't help but feel this. And if we all did it, we could shift this world, not just a country. We can shift the world.
Yes. Oh, let's do it now. Okay. I love it. Okay. Well, hold on. Before we do, though, I just want to mention a couple of people here that are tuning in, because we have Wayne here. Hello, Wayne. To be with you here. God bless Lighthearted Souls. God bless to you too, Wayne. And we have Bonnie Gonzalez, who is here also. Bonnie has a broadcast here on Thought Media Network in a couple of hours' time called Your Doula for Grief. So that will be amazing. Tune in if you're around. Then tune into Bonnie's show. It's going to be fantastic. And she's saying that she went to Sylvia High's women's workshop as well. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it is fabulous. It is the best gift you can give to yourself. You come away feeling, you have the vibration has been raised. You can feel it all in the room, in yourself, and it lasts almost a year.
Really? I'm going to check them out. So would you say meditation, prayer, would you say they're the same? Would you say they're different for you? Two different techniques, or would you say that it's one same thing for you?
I think it's a little different. This is my take on it. I think it's I think prayer is more the approach to asking for what you want. If you have a question, you've got a concern, you've got a request, if it's something you're asking for and you just want to connect, you can, I think both of them have the foundation of being thankful to your creator and to being aware of your creator and that you are a offspring of your creator. They both have that element to it. I think, but prayer is more, it's my interpretation, is more of having a conversation, having a connection, and sometimes making a request. Meditation, I believe, is more of just being open and available to the answer. We ask, okay, I'm asking. Now, when do you listen? And when do you get the guidance and the wisdom to just connect, go within, and the answer will come to you? It's not either or, it's both. Mm-hmm. And the opening up and the listening is allowing you to just hear it, because the answer could come through a bird. I've had my answers come through birds, that's a whole nother conversation.
I love it.
I've had it come through a book. I just open up a book.
No, it's the conversation.
Ooh, me and my birds. Oh, I love them. Especially the big crows. Oh my goodness. I'm all of them. But the answer can come through a dog barking. It can come through the wind shifting in the trees. You got a question out there and you ask for it in prayer and you holding in prayer, not in doubt, but holding it in prayer. And you go within to connect, just to open up so that you can be clear. You can be focused. You can be open and available to hear the wisdom when it comes through, however it comes through. And if you're present to it, that's what meditation will do for you. And again, it may come in an answer right then, or it could come later. But you got to be open and available and tuned into it so you can see it and hear it when it shows up. That's what meditation does for you. And so many people, they only get half of it. They don't get the other half. Like, okay, you ask, but when you go listen, like, okay, open up and listen. Be present. That's what I think the difference is.
Yes. So I'm going to ask you something here, because this is something that is really in my heart, because I have always had this kind of place in my heart to go and visit India, and I've never been to India. And yet whenever the word India comes up, something lights up in my heart. And you know, when it's like a yes, and it's like an unfulfilled kind of an unfulfilled thing for me that has never happened. And then COVID happened. And anyway, you have been to India quite a few times, and you were guided to India to follow a guru and a master, maybe not initially. I'd love you to share your story of that and what led you to India, and how you actually became a divine light meditator, an expert in this, a leader in this technique of meditation.
So I have to say that the journey to India had its foundation at Unity of Washington, D.C., where I had been doing meditation and just opening up to truth principles and subscribing to truth principles, and just being clear about the law of mind and action, the law of attraction, just understanding what those concepts meant and seeing them in everyday life, of the whole concept that you can create your world through your thoughts and words and deeds and actions. We create this. And so that was the foundation. And then one day, a friend of mine, Tom, came to town, and he gave Reverend Sylvia, senior minister at Unity of Washington, D.C., a book on oneness. And the book was so powerful. It had such energy. She felt it right away. And she says, "What is this?" And she was moved to go home and read it right away. And she read it and said, "I need to go to India." Now, I have to say that Reverend Sylvia is one of the best persons that I know to really communicate the message, the word, the whole laws of living and truth principles in ways that people can understand, just clear concepts. And part of what you said that I learned a lot of that from her, of how do you communicate this so everybody can understand it. Practical application of the principles is what we call it. So I learned how to do that. And so when she went to India, she went and she had her first experience, and we all learn what not to do when you go to India. So did she. What food? You have to take your own food. Don't drink the water. What do you do so you don't get sick? But also what to take in, the powerful teachings that they provided, and how with just a little shift, it could be clearly for Westerners, because our concepts and theirs are slightly different. We're talking about the same principles, concepts, but how to go from one to the other clearly. And so that was a part of the process, and I learned how to do it. I went to India several times and would stay for weeks at a time. And also some New Thought ministers went one time, so that it could be, how do you communicate these principles, this East Indian principles, so that Western Americans could understand them. And so we did do that, and phenomenal, trying to spread it through. And so that's what we're doing now. That's where I learned it from. And Sri Amma Bhagwan at Oneness University out in Chennai, outside of Chennai, India. It was just fabulous. I mean, just so great. Just the connection, just the energy, just the power. It was a lot. So I just loved it.
Oh, wow. And you learned their technique.
I learned their techniques, but I also learned how to apply their techniques to the way we do things, and how to apply their techniques to truth principles. So I learned how to connect those two together. And that's what I share during my meditations, is being intentional in what we call, what's intentional to us and what's intentional to them, but being intentional, what does that look like? And why is that important? But first, being aware of who you are, whose you are, how you show up, where you are in your body at this time, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. How do you do that? And how to stay still with that and be one with that, and how to go deeper inside that and connect with that so that you stay in that energy for a longer period of time. Because I can do it for a minute, but okay, how to do this for longer than a minute so that I like this feeling of moving around in peace and joy and just gliding, and I like that. And so I got to tell you this. So something came up for me with all of this was, I don't want to be a robot, but I want to have access to the wisdom and the guidance. And so we got free will. We get to decide what we do with it, whether you want to accept it or not. And for so long in my life, I was saying, no, I think I know better. No, I think I know how to do this better than you do. No, God, I don't think so. Creator, I got this. And I would do it my way, which was wrong. But I find that I don't know the end of it. So I learned how to open up, shut my mouth, open up, listen, and I will know what it's mine to do. I will know the right way to do, and it's in alignment with who I am and whose I am and how I want to show up and use my talent, skills, and abilities. And I am in awe of this phase in my life. I'm 71. I am in awe of it. I'm just like, whoa, how this is so good. If I could just package this and put it over there in the 20s, whoa! But I'm gonna go with what is.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things here that you've said that are so beautiful. I just see your light and your knowing, and the way that you traveled and followed your heart, brought back something. It's like can you say that really changed your life? Did that really change your life going to India? Even knowing what you knew through Unity and through all the years of spiritual practice that you're very involved with, then going to India and learning in a different atmosphere, in a different way, how did that change for you personally, your life?
It did change my life. And I have to say that all along the way, I've had significant milestones that have shifted me or helped me to grow, or given me an aha and a, oh, wow, oh no. And so that experience in India did shift me. And I'm thankful for the connection with some of the concepts that they teach. And it shifted me because I could then take that and apply it to new thought principles. And that's the part that it kind of gave it some grounding, some new words or thoughts or concepts. But it really, those concepts are very, very similar. And so how to incorporate that into my everyday life so that I just get it more, understand it more. Again, Abraham, how do I incorporate that in my everyday life? I love that too. So for me, it's all of it. It's how do you get everything that you've learned? Because we all learn a lot. We go to school, or we do self-development, or we read books or audiobooks or whatever we're doing. That's nice in the book form or the audio form. How do you incorporate that into your life? And that's the part that I have. That's what they taught me, how to incorporate that into my life, so that I can really use these principles and concepts and be my best possible self. That's what it did.
Wow, it sounds amazing. It sounds like it was a sanctuary that was really geared up for teaching and practical application, which is so powerful. Because I know there are many. I stayed in an ashram when I was in Thailand for about a few months, and it was an amazing experience. And when I came away, it moved me. I didn't feel that I learned anything though that I could teach practically for myself. Yeah, but I didn't. It's had a richer experience with the people around you that were willing to teach you. Or a different experience.
So I think that you may have learned something while you were there, and how you go through life And what I saw in India was that we got the teachings, and there was something that I found was super valuable, and it's how to get those concepts. They gotta come and just go inside you and be integrated into your cellular being, because you're in a place where you're just so spiritual focused and high vibration. And before you go back into your a world that you came from, how to make sure that they're integrated. And what happened for us was took a day or two days sometimes, 2 days on the other end of the trip, so that you would 2 days in the city, not out in the countryside, but 2 days in the city. And one day was just to allow it to come inside and just go throughout your body and just be present with it, incorporate into I felt like I was going through my cells. It was just like, okay, just wisdom, knowledge, because it was so much to take in, and just to really just process it and just be with it. And then the next day, and to take spa treatment and eat good food and drink good water. Okay, that was wonderful. And the next day to go shopping. That's all. I got my silk scarves. And so I got enough silk scarves every time I meditate. I got another silk scarf, and just go shopping and having fun and experiencing that, and had to come back with something. And it didn't take a whole lot of shopping, just the fun and the experience and the connection. And they all knew we were Americans. You could spot us a mile away. And it was neat. So all of that, it was fun to be one with it. And what I'm liking is they've had boosters, almost like boosters with after the pandemic, you couldn't go to India, so they would have live stream events where they would have it in the United States and organize. So the concepts were still moving forward, and oneness, and that's what it's called, oneness. And so an O&O Academy. And so how to allow those concepts to keep moving forward, even though you couldn't go back to India. And I like that too. So
right,
that was good.
It sounds like it's really integrated. I love that idea that after what happened for you, you were slowly brought back into 3D shopping for scarves. Yeah. I love that. Oh, and by the way, for those beautiful lights that are watching here, we're on the Cosmic Prayer with the wonderful Cynthia Henderson, and having a great conversation about meditation and Cynthia's experience of enriching her life, going to India and learning these beautiful techniques. And the wonderful thing is that the background here on the Cosmic Prayer is pink and orange. And Cynthia didn't know that. And she's shown up wearing glorious orange with pink around her. There we are. This is perfect Cosmic Prayer.
Yes.
It's so good.
In alignment. And that's what it is. It's in alignment. It all comes together. It's all here in alignment.
Total alignment. So cool. I want to bring up your website here for a moment, because I was looking at this earlier. Well, I've looked at it a few times, and I know my internet is a little bit lagging here. But it's coming up.
That's our colors too. Orange and pink. Who forgot?
Oh, there you are.
No,
this is great. I love it. And so you have these beautiful packages that you offer here on your website, where people can buy meditation packages from you. And it's such a great idea.
Yes,
I love it, Cynthia. So what actually happens when somebody joins?
Well, you can.
Sorry, you carry on.
Okay, well, you can have for meditation, you can have a meditation each week and an affirmation each week just for you. And we will send it to you, and the next week you get a new one, and then next week you get a new one. You get one each week per month. So that's the basic package that you're showing me on the screen. And then we also have the opportunity where you can customize and personalize meditations. And this is the part I just absolutely love, because I've had a lot of people ask me for meditations that maybe for a wedding gift or a bridal anniversary or birthday or congratulations for something, new baby or retirement or get well or whatever it is people are doing. And we personalize it with their name and whatever situation or experience it is. And we send them a meditation that I will do a meditation for them and send them a guided meditation. You get one for you and your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, your spouse, your partner, your children, your dog, your cats, your cows, your birds, whatever you want. Your grandparents, what friends, whatever you want, we will do a meditation for you, and it will come by way of email. So I like that part.
Beautiful.
Yes, I have a friend in Los Angeles that I did that first. When I first did that, Deborah Ritchie, I first did the personalized meditation. And she just absolutely loved it. She said, oh, she plays it all the time because I say her name in the meditation and it's designed just for her.
Okay.
And she just absolutely loves it. And that's what gave me the idea, maybe other people are like this too. And that's where that was born.
And isn't that amazing when something happens it's what you were talking about before, listening. When we listen, so often we don't hear what's right in front of us. Yes. And the answer is always here, isn't it? Coming through in these ways that are not logical or maybe not, just written down on a tablet plonked in front of us. We have to open up. And so do you think that...
Go ahead.
You go.
We spend all the time chatter, talking ourselves, talking to other people, talking about other people, confusing our minds with social media all day long that we don't listen. And we're going nonstop. It's almost like we don't want to have an empty space. We always want to have it full of something. And to take a moment to just stop and just listen. Take time to listen. You take time to eat. You take time to exercise. You take time to bathe. Take time to listen. Take time to connect. Doesn't have to be long. Just take time to listen and just to set time aside to do that. And something could come through or not. Doesn't matter. The opportunity is you're devoting time to it and just be open to whatever comes whenever it comes. I love the process. And once you train your mind to do that, it's almost like exercise. You just got to keep doing it. You are going for your walk. You just got to keep doing it. You don't feel right if you don't do it. It's like brushing your teeth. Right. If you don't, I got to brush my teeth every day. I'm like, okay, if I don't do it, this doesn't feel right. Okay. So you may miss a day, but okay, you're going to go back to it. So that's the process that I love how we really think about it. And it's really shifting how we think about it because we've been programmed to look at it a different way. That's what I think.
Yeah. And what about, I want to ask you for a minute because it might come into what you're teaching. I'm not sure on what level. What about our self-talk and what goes on in our subconscious mind and all of those messages that we might not be aware of, the things that we're saying to ourselves that are habitual on a kind of hamster wheel of programming? Do you believe that meditation, rather than trying to change those beliefs, that really meditating can be an amazing way of diminishing those beliefs without trying to just get rid of them with affirmations?
So what I do believe, and this came from Abraham, your beliefs are thoughts that you keep thinking. Your beliefs are thoughts that you keep thinking. That's one of my favorite quotes from Abraham, and I believe that totally. Your beliefs are thoughts that you keep thinking. Whatever you keep thinking over and over and over again. It's a groove that's going into your brain. Those are the thoughts you keep thinking, and you're going to believe that, whatever that is. So what are the thoughts that you're thinking? Are you thinking that you are great and wonderful and powerful and you got great skills, talents, and abilities, and you know how to do stuff, and you know how to get things done, and you can make it happen? Is that what you're thinking? Your beliefs are thoughts that you keep thinking. So if that's what you keep thinking, your belief says that you can do whatever it is you want to do. But if you're thinking, I can't do it, I don't know how, I have no skills, I have no talents, I don't have the education, I don't have this, I don't have that, I need that, I'm not good at this, or that's not going to work, that's not possible, I'm not really good. And you keep thinking that over and over and over again, that's going to be your life experience. And so where does meditation fall into that? Meditation is, okay, so first of all, how do you open yourself up to just being available to your creator? So whatever you put out there, whatever the prayer is, or whatever the request is, be careful what that request and prayer is, and that's a part of the self-talk. What are you asking for? You asking for what you do want or what you don't want? So whatever you're asking for with your prayer, whether you do want it or you don't want it, again, that's some self-talk. Whatever you're asking for, and you are open and receptive to receive it, and you're listening for the guidance, the direction for how it can come to you. You can't prescribe when or how. Just be open and available that you'll see it and know what to do with it when it comes. If you're open and available, that's what meditation does. It just opens you up to see it, feel it, believe it, be available to it, rather not believe, be available to it. But your thoughts are, those thoughts generate your beliefs. So what am I thinking? What do I really, really, really believe? Not what I'm saying to you. What do I believe? Do I believe I can do this or not? And if I think I can't do that, there is nothing in the world that meditation can do that's going to bring it about, because I don't believe it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So sometimes looking at your self-talk, and you can shift your self-talk. It's like, okay, so what do I keep telling myself? What do I thinking? What am I thinking? And I have to do that too. I wake up sometimes, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I've had some experiences lately when I did not know what I was doing. And I kept saying I didn't know what I was doing. And I kept not knowing what I was doing. In the moment I changed my language, self-talk, the moment I changed my language, and this has happened 2 weeks ago and last week too, kind of still going on. When I change my language, change my thoughts, change my language, I can do this. I can do it. I can learn it. I can do this. This is possible. I can do this. Okay, so I don't know how to do X, Y, Z. Well, I can go learn it. When you going to learn it? Okay, I'm going to learn it now. I'm not going to go learn it. I am learning it. What time? I'm going to I'm going to do it. Okay, that I can do this. I can do this. But I can do this has to be with some action to say I can do it. It's not just talking. What are you doing? I can do it. It's action that's moving in a direction of, do you really believe it? Or are you just talking? If you really believe it, move like it's going to happen. I believe that I can get into a computer system that I didn't know what I was doing. And I was getting confused and frustrated and mad and pissed off and just, whoo, and I would give up and just master that system, the new program they want me to learn, and I don't want to learn it. But okay, I had to change my thinking. Okay, self-talk, I can do this. I can do this. Okay, what does I can do this mean? I can do this mean sit down here and 12 noon on Monday and make it happen. Okay, or sit down at 3 o'clock on Monday and make it happen. Okay, open this one and then open this and then try this and then do that. I can do it. I can believe it versus I can't do it. This is not going to work. It's not going to happen. And I don't do anything. Meditation opens you up to really hearing the answer, being available. And if you're doing the self-talk, okay, so you really, I believe that you're connecting with your creator, because we are divine creations, each and every one of us. Unique thumbprints, unique everything. Everything's different. This is amazing. To make everybody different. And a snowflake, each one of them different. And make a petal on a tree. The petal on a flower and a leaf on a tree. All of them are different. That's some powerful stuff. I'm like, okay. And the tree and the sun and the moon don't clash into each other. That's some powerful stuff. I'm like, okay, we're doing this. So it's just open and available. If that can happen, I know I'm good.
That's true. I love what you've just said. Yeah, the stars aren't kind of bombarding into each other. The sun and the moon know what they're doing. Yeah. And that's so powerful what you're saying, because it's really giving me that idea that meditation is the foundation to this opening up, to having that expanse within me, to then realize maybe the thoughts that I'm thinking and the self-talk that's going on. That was happening for me today, a bit of unnecessary self-talk, unsupportive self-talk going on within me. And yet we're all human, aren't we? We're experiencing this. Some days are amazing, and there are some days where it's kind of, I need to look at that and work on myself, or I have an opportunity to work on myself here.
What I see it is as it's, and we all go through it. Each and every one of us goes through it. Nobody's perfect on this planet yet. When you do get perfection, I think it's time to go. But so when nobody's perfect, and it's all learning and just learning, because I forget. As soon as I learn it, I'll forget it. Like, oh, here we go again. But the opportunity, I think, is just being aware of, now when I see it happen, it happens. I see it faster. Like, okay, There we go again. Okay, slow you roll. Okay, change it up. And you got to have, I believe you have to have an affirmation, or if you want to go into meditation, you can do that, but you need to have something to counter what's going on, because it comes up and it's going to happen. But you got to be ready for it when it does, when it comes up. So what do you say instead? What's the self-talk? That's where I think the self-talk comes in as well. What's the self-talk? Yeah. What do you say to yourself to help you to move through this so that you can get back on track again? Because all it is just knock you off a little bit. Now how do we get back over here on track so you can keep moving? Yes,
that's so true. I love that, what you've just said about having an affirmation on hand the whole time. Very powerful. Charlette, Dr. Charlette is here. The universe's job is to answer your prayers, the good, the not so good, and the ugly. What you believe you will achieve. There we are. Ernest Holmes, think as we believe it, so it is. As we think it, so it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And
Wayne, the same thing. Yes.
Exactly. And Wayne is here. I have a success mechanism within that always gets what's programmed into it. Yes, we have a computer in here. I control the mechanism because I control the programming. Powerful. Thank you, Wayne. Absolutely.
Yes, and the programming is the self-talk again. What are your belief systems and the self-talk to go and support that? What do we believe?
And the meditation gives us that space. That for some of us, we think, oh, that's just that space that isn't really. It's not something that we need to think, oh, I'll do it later on, or when I have time later on. We have to actually make the time and implant it within our day. That's the way it works, isn't it?
I do believe that. Again, it's for me is, what value do you give it? If you really understood the value of meditation, really understood that it does reduce your blood pressure, it does give you clarity, it reduces your anxiety, allows you to better connect with spirit, it helps you to sleep better, it helps you with your relationships, helps you connect with people, it just really reduces the anxiety and the stress. If they really understood that, and without doing it with a pill, and if they understood that this was all possible, then the meditation would be the choice that they would make. And it's like, I'm going to make sure that I live a long, full life. So I've got to move my body at least every day or every other day or every other day. But I got to move it. I got a program to move it. And that's important for me to live my life. Meditation's the same thing. If I want to have a healthy breath and connect and communicate with other people, I might want to brush my teeth every day. Okay, that's important to do. That it's the same thing. So what's your value? What's the priority? What's important to you? I need to eat. I need to give my body food. I need to give it water. You need to give it meditation too. Connect with your creator. But we're not taught, programmed, or oriented to put it in the value system of these are some things that I need to do every day for my well-being, not for somebody else. This is for me to connect with my creator every day, to be my best possible self. Again, recharge yourself like you recharge your cell phone.
Yes. Oh, Cynthia, this is amazing. I just love what you're saying. Everything that you're saying, that connect with your creator. It's such a simple, it's like, that's a beautiful way of saying this, that we can do this in any moment. And the beauty of this is that we can do this at any time, in any moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
And what I have discovered, this is my secret weapon of how do you, sometimes you can't go and do a meditation if you're at work or you're with in front of people and you're having a moment where you just need to go within and just connect with your creator. You may need to just regroup completely, or something's just bothering you, or you need connection for space, and you need support. You need to feel like you are being supported in whether a meeting you're getting ready to have, or some mail you're going to open up, or a conversation you're going to have. But what's it's a quickie that you can do is just take 2 or 3 deep breaths. And not that, but just gentle, deep breaths and exhale that just allows you to just calm down and be peaceful. And when you do that, you're really connecting with your creator, and you're just finding a new space. It feels like you're going into a new space where you can just move through it with ease versus angst and anxiety. And just 2 or 3 deep breaths will do it. That is the simplest form of just connecting, if you don't have time for the regular meditation.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. I'm looking forward, because in a minute, I know you're going to guide us through one of your meditation processes, which is just so exciting for me, because I see you live doing it on Facebook, and this is going to be such a gift for me and for the viewers to be with you personally here. And I want to just remind everybody here that's watching, or if you're watching later on, you're watching and tuning in with me, Laura, and Cynthia Henderson. Sorry, didn't forget your name, just added it. And okay. Cynthia Henderson, who is sharing her story, not only her story of India and her travels and her journey and her revealing meditation to herself, and how she is this amazing teacher of meditation, and what she does is so beautiful. Her website here, meditatewithcynthia.com, and it's great to go and have a look at that, and you can see the meditations that Cynthia makes personally and sends them out. I love it, the meditation program. And Cynthia, you're on Facebook as well, aren't you? Twice a week with your
Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook
yes.
Live.
Yes.
Instagram. Facebook. Love it. You're on Instagram.
And LinkedIn.
And what's your Facebook page?
And YouTube. All of them meditate with Cynthia. Facebook, Instagram,
all of them
LinkedIn,
meditate with Cynthia.
Meditate with Cynthia. Facebook, most
Beautiful.
of the people are on Cynthia Henderson, which is the other one. So Cynthia Henderson and Meditate with Cynthia on Facebook, and Instagram. All of them are Meditate with Cynthia. Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Is that everything? Facebook, yes.
We've got the whole world meditating with you, Cynthia. I'm gonna write.
I have a team.
Cynthia's
You need to know.
meditating
I
the
got a
world.
team. I can't do this by myself. I got a team that's just been so wonderful and helped me. And
That's a
Charlette
blessing to have a team.
phenomenal. Yes. Dr. Charlette has been wonderful, but the team of folks doing the videos, and I don't know how to do this, but they taught me how to do the video. I didn't know how to do that. I just knew how to meditate. Now, how y'all put this together, I don't know.
Oh, that's so great. You see, you're being guided. You're being guided and supported, because this is so powerful that you're being supported to shine this out, so that we can hear it and we can learn from this. So before we go into this meditation, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remind us that we are on New Thought Media Network, and I'm going to put the banner up for New Thought Media. Please like and share and subscribe to New Thought Media Network, and also to Cynthia's pages on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook, and the links will be down below for that also. And New Thought Media Network is a dynamic focus ministry doing amazing things here. We are virtual and we're virtually amazing. That's what we are. And there are many programs that shine their light here on New Thought Media Network every single day of the week, whether it's teachings, meditations, conversations, deeper understandings of New Thought as a philosophy and science of mind, and the work of Ernest Holmes. Just beautiful meetings of minds that come together also to shine the light on sharing that knowledge and wisdom, so that we all understand the truth of who we are. And so go to newthoughtmedianetwork.org/donate, where you will find the donate page, and you can be woven into the consciousness of this ministry by leaving your love offering, your donation, conscious giving, whatever it is you like to call it for yourself. And know that as you do that, you're actually saying yes to being a part of this intention to shine this teaching through New Thought Media Network. So that's what I wanted to say. And that means we can now give the space to Cynthia. And I'm going to put you on the full screen here. I'm going to remove myself, and you can...
Thank you so much, Laura. I really appreciate being here, being present, available, and your energy. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And so now let's all take a moment and just go within. We're going to take a few minutes to meditate, and I'm honored to be your guide. I'm Cynthia. So let's start by taking a deep breath in. Deep breath in from your gut to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe normally. And again, deep breath in from your gut through your nose. Deep breath in to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe normally. And as you're breathing in, breathe in the oxygen and release the carbon dioxide to serve the plants, the trees. Release that. Breathe normally. Just breathe. Feeling the breath that comes into your body, the oxygen to nourish each and every cell. Just allowing that energy to move throughout your body, from the tips of your toes, nourishing each and every cell. Oxygen bringing life from your Creator to strengthen, nourish, and support each and every cell in your body. Feel it. With every breath you take, feel the oxygen going in and releasing. Feel the energy coming from the tips of your toes to your heels, your legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your chest, your breast, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, back up your arms, your shoulders, your neck, around your face. Feel the air that's on your face. Feel it and the energy moving through your crown chakra, opening you up, connecting you with your Creator so that the energy can flow through you as you are intentional about being your best possible self today. See that, feel that, know that, be that. Final cleansing deep breath in and release. And when you're ready, come back to this space. Open your eyes if you have them closed. Reconnect with your environment. Look around. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Feel the energy. Allow the meditation to stretch throughout your body. And come back to this space and be totally present. I'm Cynthia. It has been my honor to be your meditation guide. Namaste.